the problem.
Yeah, but David, today Ben cannot join with us.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll just have the three of us together today.
Yes.
So, Tone, can you tell me something about yourself?
Mm. My name is Dong and I'm 24 years old. Now I am working as a freelancer. I'm very exciting about your class.
Well, good. We're glad to have you.
Freelance.
Glad to have you.
Yeah.
How did you meet Kiet?
Uh,
We are
we
friend. Yeah. Friend at the university.
Okay, so you studied at the university.
Yes.
yes,
Is it the same university where Bach Mo teaches? Is it at Kanta University where
Yes.
Bach Mo
Yes.
yes.
teaches? Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We.
Okay.
are learning the same major.
Okay. And what is your major?
My major is electricity.
No.
Okay, like electrical engineering.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Hmm. Very
Yeah.
good.
We
And
are. Yeah. We are study together. 5
very
year.
good.
5 years.
And Tung, can you tell me why you want to learn English?
Yes, I have a big love of English. Yeah, I
Well,
want
good.
to is I want to learn English to explore many things in the world.
Yes.
I when I hear you teaching about
Jesus.
Jesus, I want
Mhm.
to know more about.
The Bible.
V- Very good. Very good. Well, what we'll do tonight is I'm going
Showing.
to have you
Mhm.
read a little bit about my mother and her getting to know Jesus through her Bible. That'll be the first lesson we have. And then we'll take half of chapter 7 of John and we'll read that. Maybe what we'll do is we'll read half of John first and then we'll read the story about my mother and her Bible.
Yeah.
Now, were you able to receive, Tung, the story I sent about my mother's Bible? Did you get that lesson?
Yes.
Okay, you got it. Okay, very good. Well, I think we'll do that halfway through our lesson on John. And what I will do is I will read the first 5 verses and then I'll have you read the same 5 verses. So what we'll do, we'll take John 7 first. So I'll open our lesson to John 7 and we'll read John 7 first. Okay. And I will start reading with the first 5 verses. I got to put my glasses on
Mm-hmm.
because I can't see without my glasses because my eyes are very old.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah. Yeah.
very old eyes. Okay. So we will go to John 7. Okay. Let me open my John 7 here. Okay. All right. Okay. John 7. Okay, there we go. I got John 7, and I will read the first 5 verses, and then, Kiet, I'll have you read it, and then, Tung, I will have you read it so I can hear you both with your pronunciation. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Jesus' brothers. After this, Jesus traveled throughout Galilee. He stayed out of Judea because the Jewish leaders wanted to kill him. So Jesus' brothers advised him, leave here and go to Judea so your disciples may see your miracles that you are performing. For no one who seeks to make a reputation for himself does anything in secret. if you are doing these things, show yourself to the world, for not even his own brothers believed in him. So that tells us that even his own brothers didn't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. Okay, Kiet, can you read those first 5 verses, please?
Yes. Jesus' brothers. After this, Jesus traveled throughout Galilee. He stayed out of Judea because the Jewish leaders wanted to kill him. Now the Jewish feast of tabernacle,
Tabernacles.
tabernacle,
Tabernacle.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tabernacles was near. So Jesus' brothers advised him, leave here and go to Judea, so your disciples may see your miracles that you are performing. For no one who seeks to make a reputation for himself does anything in secret. If you are doing these things, so show yourself to the world, for not even his own brothers believe in him.
Good. Good. Yeah. You pronounce the word tabernacles. You will never
Tabernacle.
see that in English except you'll never see that in English except in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's the only place you'll see that. So you don't have to worry about that in everyday English conversation.
Mhm.
That's just in the Bible. Okay. Tung, could you read those same verses, please?
Yes. Jesus' brothers. After this,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus traveled throughout Galilee. He stayed out of Judea because the Jewish leaders wanted to kill him. Now the Jewish feast of tabernacle,
Tabernacles.
tabernacle was near.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus' brothers advised him, leave here and go to Judea so your disciples may see your miracles that you are performing. For no one who seeks to make a reputation for himself does anything in secret. If you are doing these things, show yourself to the world, for not even his own brothers believe in him.
Very good. Very good. Your pronunciation is very clear, Tung. You did a good job with that. Very good.
Okay. Can you tell me about the brothers of Jesus? Uh,
Yes, Jesus had at least 4 brothers that we know about. And later in life, after Jesus was dead, his brothers believed that he was the Son of God, but he was growing any miracles. And so they thought he couldn't be the Son of God because they didn't see him do any miracles.
mm-hmm,
But when they got older, they saw him perform miracles, like
mm-hmm,
he would change water into wine.
yeah.
And they thought, he is got power from God. Maybe he is the Son of God. So later in their life, Jesus died, they did believe that their brother Jesus was the Son of God because Jesus had the same mother as they did, but he did not have the same father. Their father was Joseph, but God's father was God
Mm-hmm,
himself
mm-hmm.
because his mother was a virgin. Jesus' mother had never had sex with a man, but had a relationship with God, and God, Holy Spirit, put the seed of life inside of her, and she gave birth to Jesus, although she had never had a relationship with a man before that. But after Jesus was born, she had siblings with her husband Joseph, and he was the father of Jesus' brothers. So she was divine. She was a virgin, never had sex with a man before Jesus was born, and yet she gave birth to Jesus. That is a miracle.
Yeah.
That was the first miracle in Jesus' life, that he was born from his Father God. Good question, Kiet. And Tung, do you have any questions you would like to ask about those 5 verses?
Yes.
Oh, I have questions.
Yes.
Is Jesus is oh God is Jesus is different?
Yes.
God and Jesus is different.
God is the Father of Jesus. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
God is the Father of Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know
And
it before. I think God, Jesus is God.
Yeah, me too. At the first, when I didn't read the Bible, I think God and Jesus is the same one.
yeah, they had the same personality. They had the same character, but God, Jesus, as we read later, you'll hear Jesus, I can do nothing except my Father showed me how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say nothing except what my Father has told me. So you might say that he was the reflection of God.
Mm.
Jesus was the a copy of God. But Jesus was in a human form, and God was never in a human form. And so Jesus is 100% man, and he is 100% God also, which is something that's hard to understand. And we Christians believe that only through faith can we understand that Jesus is the Son of God. He's God's own Son. And he died on the cross to save us from our sins, our mistakes. But those are good questions. So
Yes.
after we read every 5 verses, I'm going to stop and let you both ask questions. But those are good questions, very good questions. I love your questions. Okay, so I'll read the next 6 verses, and I'll read Kit and then you, Tung. So Jesus replied, my time has not yet arrived, but you are ready at any opportunity. He's talking to his brothers, of course. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I am testifying about it that its deeds are evil. You go to the feast yourselves. I am not going up to this feast because my time has not yet fully arrived. When he had said this, he remained in Galilee. But when his brothers had gone up to the feast, then Jesus himself also went up, but not openly, but in secret. In other words, we say he was disguised. He wasn't recognized by those who saw him.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe he wore a different clothes. We don't know why they didn't recognize him, but they didn't recognize him when he first went up there. Okay. Kiet, can you read 6 through 10, please?
Okay. Uh, So Jesus replied, my time has not yet arrived, but you are ready at any opportunity. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I am testifying about it that these are evil. You go up to the feast yourselves. I am not going up to this feast because my time has not yet fully arrived. When he had said this, he remained in Galilee. But when his brothers had gone up to the feast, then Jesus himself also went up, not openly, but in Secret.
Secret. Yes.
Secret.
Yes. His brothers were hoping to see him do some miracles, but they didn't recognize Jesus when he went up because he was disguised. He was changed at first like somebody else, is him. Okay. Kiet, do you have any questions about what you just read?
No, I don't have question.
Okay. Alrighty. Tung, could you read 6 through 10, please?
Yes. So Jesus replied, My time has not yet arrived, but you are ready at any opportunity. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me, because I am testifying about it. That is, these are evil. You go up to the feast yourself. I am not going up to this feast because my time has not yet fully arrived. When he had said this, he remained in Galilee. But when his brothers had gone up to the feast, then Jesus himself also went up, not openly, but in secret.
Very good. Your pronunciation, both of your pronunciations tonight is very good.
Bác David,
Very good.
the word feast,
Yes.
F-E-A-S-T. What do we read that?
Yeah, feast. It's like a big dinner where there's lots of food. Yeah, no lack of food at a feast.
Yes.
In fact, when we go to a big dinner and there's lots of food, sometimes we say in English, "What a feast! What a large feast this is!" And so sometimes a big dinner is called a feast.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
And the opposite of a feast is called a fast. F-A-S-T means no food at all. Sometimes we Christians go on a fast in which we don't eat food maybe for a day or two. But Jesus went 40 days and 40 nights without eating any food. So he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights because he wanted to show Satan, the devil, that God gave him power to be able to live without food, that he feasted on what God provided internally, which is another miracle.
Yeah.
And we read about that in the first part of the Gospel of John.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, I'll read 11 through 15. So the Jewish leaders were looking for him at the feast, asking, "Where is he?" There was a lot of grumbling, that means complaining, about him among the crowds. Some were saying, "He is a good man," but others, "He deceives the common people." However, no one spoke openly about him for fear of the Jewish leaders. When the feast was half over, Jesus went up to the temple courts and began to teach. Then the Jewish leaders were astonished, that means they were surprised, and said, "How does this man know so much when he has never had formal instruction?" Because Jesus never went to school. He had no formal education like college or even high school or elementary school. Okay. Kiet, could you read 11 through 15, please?
Yes. So the Jewish leaders were looking for him at the feast, asking, "Where is he?" There was a lot of grumbling about him among the crowds. Some were saying, "He is a good man," but others, "He deceives the common people." However, no one spoke openly about him for fear of the Jewish leaders. When the feast was half over, Jesus went up to the temple. a temple courts and began to
Courts.
courts,
Mhm.
courts, courts,
Courts. Mhm.
courts, courts,
Courts. Mhm.
uh,
Courts.
courts, courts,
Right.
courts,
Mhm.
and began to teach. Then the Jewish leaders were astonished to and said, how does this man know so much when he has never had formal
Yes.
instruction,
Instruction.
instruction?
Yeah. Right.
Yes,
Yeah. And a court is a place where the law uh, is held. Like in a court of law,
mm-hmm.
there is a judge and there is a jury, and there is usually someone who has brought against them of law.
That work
So the temple had a court.
court, court,
Yeah, court.
court.
Hmm.
Yes,
Court.
court.
It almost sounds like a W. It almost sounds like it should be written WRT, court. Hmm. Yeah.
Court.
Okay. And do you have any questions about that part of
Uh,
the lesson tonight, Kiet?
yeah, no, no. I can understand
Okay.
the meaning. Yeah.
Good. And does it help you to have the Vietnamese next to it?
Yes, very happy. It is it helps a lot. I can
Good.
know the meaning.
Understand?
Yeah, I can understand the meaning.
Good.
Do
Very
you
good.
have the Bible Vietnamese and English version?
Yes. Yes, I have the same one you do. Yep.
Yeah.
And the Vietnamese is next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't try to read in Vietnamese because my Vietnamese is very, very bad.
No,
Yeah.
don't worry. That's the second language.
Home.
It's
Yeah.
Vietnamese very hard to learn.
It is very hard to learn.
Yeah.
Yes. Bakmo and I have the same problem. We tried and tried to learn it, but we couldn't learn it. So we just thought, well, we'll just teach English instead. So
Mhm.
that's what we do.
Yes.
Okay. Tung, can you read 10 or 11 through 15, please?
Yes. So the Jewish leaders were looking for him at the feast, asking where he is.
Where is
There
he?
was a lot of grumbling about him among the crowd. Some were saying, "He is a good man," but others, "He deceives the common people." However, no one spoke only openly about him for fear
Mhm.
of the Jewish leader. When the feast was half over, Jesus went up to the temple courts and began to teach. Then the Jewish leaders were astonished and said, "How does this man know so much when he has never had formal instruction?"
Yes, very good. Very good.
Uh, but David, the Jewish people hate Jesus. They don't believe in him.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. And that's why to this day, the Jewish people, like the people in Israel, still do not believe in Jesus as the Son of God. And because the Jewish people would not believe in Jesus, then we, Vietnamese and Americans, were given the opportunity to believe in Jesus. And so uh, his 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 students, his disciples, preached Jewish, like the Romans and the Greeks and the people in Macedonia. And later, we'll be reading about the gospel story. The gospel is the story of Jesus, but the gospel story then has to everyone else in the world. And yet, to this very day, the Jewish people do not believe in Jesus as the Son of God. Some Jews do. There are a few, but not many. But there are some Jews who I know who do believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
But we Vietnamese Americans, we are called Gentiles. So when you see the word Gentile, that means you and me. We are Gentiles. We are not Jewish. So a Gentile is anybody who is not Jewish. And the Jews thought there were two types of people in the world.
Yes.
Jews, who were the chosen people of God, which they were. Before Jesus was born, they were the chosen people of God. But when they hated Jesus and rejected him and killed him, then they lost their favor with God. And then the Gentiles, we Vietnamese and Americans, now have a chance to know about Jesus.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And then I will read 16 through 20, and then I'll have you read that 16 through 20, Kiet. So Jesus replied, my teaching is not for me. Now see, there's the question you asked him, is Jesus God? And he says, no. God is my Father. And this is what Jesus replies. My teaching is not for me, but from the one who sent me, meaning God. If anyone wants to do God's will, he will know about my teaching, whether it is from God or whether I speak from my own authority. And the person who speaks on his own authority desires to receive honor for himself. The one who desires the honor of the one who sent him is a man of integrity. That means honesty. And there is no unrighteousness in him. Hasn't Moses and Tung, you haven't read about Moses yet, but Moses was in the Old Testament. There are two parts to the Bible. The Old Testament was written before Jesus came to the earth, and then the New Testament was written after Jesus came to the earth. So the New Testament is and their history before Jesus. And so Moses was the chief person of the Jews. He gave the Jews their law. Hasn't Moses given you the law? Yet not one of you keep the law. Why do you want to kill me? The crowd answered, you're possessed by a demon. That means a devil. Who is trying to kill you? Okay. They were trying to kill him, but they were dishonest. They didn't tell him they wanted to kill him. Okay, Kiet, can you read 16 through 20, please?
So Jesus replied, my teaching is not from me, but from the one who sent me. If anyone wants to do God's will, he will know about my teaching, whether it is from God or whether I speak from my own authority. The person who speaks on his own authority desires to receive honor from himself. The one who desires the honor,
Desires the honor.
wait me a little bit. Yeah. Of
Okay.
the one who sent him is a man of I don't know that word. Integrity.
Integrity. That means honesty.
Integrity.
Yes.
Integrity. And their
Integrity.
integrity. And
Integrity.
integrity.
That's right.
Yes.
That's it.
And integrity. And there is no unrighteousness in him. Hasn't Moses given you the law, yet not one of you keeps the law? Why do you want to kill me? The round answered, you are possessed,
Possessed.
possessed by the demon who is trying to kill you.
Okay, good. And say, Kiet, say integrity.
Integrity, integrity.
In, yeah, huh?
It's very
Integrity. It's
integrity,
a hard one.
integrity.
Yes. Yeah. See, in English, one of the hardest sounds we have is what's called a double consonant. That is any letter that's not a vowel. You know, vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and then consonants are the other letters. And when you have a G and an R together, that's a hard sound, like great or grit,
Yes,
or
yes.
in this case, integrity. That's a hard sound. Yeah,
Integrity,
that's a difficult sound.
integrity, integrity.
The most difficult, right, and the most difficult word for most of my Vietnamese students when I taught in Hanoi was the word world, WORLD, because you have three consonants together, RLD, world. That's a hard word to pronounce in Vietnamese. You don't have that sound, world.
World,
That's a
world,
difficult sound.
world.
Good, you
Yes,
said it. World, good.
world. Yes.
Okay, uh, and Tung, say world, world.
World.
Good. Okay, you got it. Yeah, that's a hard sound. If you can say that, you said one of the most difficult words in English. World. Okay. Tung, could you read 16 through 20, please?
Yeah. So Jesus replied, my teaching is not from me, but from the one who sent me. If anyone wants to do God's will, he will know about my teaching, whether it is from God or whether I speak from my own authority.
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 Hmm.
The person who speaks on his own authority deserves
Desire.
desire to receive honor for himself. The one who desires desire
Desires.
the honor of the one who sent him is a man of integrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is no unrighteousness in him. Hasn't Moses,
Has Moses. Hmm.
Moses given you the law? Yes, not one of you keeps the law. Why do you want to kill me? The crowd answered, you are possessed by a demon who is,
Yes. Yeah, you're possessed by a demon. Hmm.
who is trying to kill you.
Yes. And you see, this is one of the most beautiful things about Jesus, and that is his humility. Jesus had tremendous, wonderful humility. Humility means that you put someone before yourself. And Jesus always put his Father God before himself. And so that's another way that Jesus and God are different, that God gave Jesus humility to put God before himself. And that is what we Christians try with the help of God to do, is put other people before ourselves, to be unselfish. One of the reasons that I love to teach you both English is because I love to put others before myself. I love to do something unselfish for someone else to become more like Jesus. I want to be more like Jesus.
Uh,
I want to be loving and kind, and I want to have humility.
yeah,
And so by teaching you both English, it makes me feel good about about trying to be like Jesus,
yeah. I'm very respect. I'm very respect you. You are very kind.
because I want to be
Yeah,
well,
you
thank you.
are
I want to
kind
be
people.
kinder. Well, thank you. Thank you both for wanting to learn English. I love to teach English to people who want to learn English, and you both want to learn. That's why I spent 9 years in Vietnam,
Mhm.
because my students all wanted to learn very, very much. When I taught in America, my students in America did not want to learn English, and they didn't
Yeah.
want to learn American history. They didn't want to go to school. They didn't respect teachers. But in Vietnam, you respect teachers,
Yes.
and it makes easier to teach people who want to learn. Appreciate you both wanting to learn. I will teach you for the rest of my life
Oh,
as long as you want to learn, because I enjoy doing this.
yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Because one thing, Tung, I've told Kiet is Tôi yêu Vietnam,
Mhm.
and I love Vietnam, and
Yes.
my heart is still in Vietnam. Someday I want to come back and meet you both, and it's my dream for you two to come and visit me in America.
Yes.
So I would love it for you to come and visit me in America.
I wish that day will come.
It will, Kiet.
Yes,
Yes.
I really
That day
want.
will come. Yes, I have every confidence and every belief that day will come.
Uh-huh.
I do,
Yeah.
because America and Vietnam have a very good relationship right now,
Yes.
and so it's a very good relationship. Okay, well, I'll read 21 through 25. Jesus replied, I performed one miracle, and you were all amazed. However, because Moses gave you the practice of circumcision, not that it came from Moses, but from the forefathers, you circumcise a male child on the Sabbath. But if a male child is circumcised on the Sabbath so that the law of Moses is not broken, why are you angry with me because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath? Do not judge according to external appearance, but judge with proper judgment. When some of the residents of Jerusalem began to say, isn't this the man they are trying to kill? So yes, some even the Jews knew that their priests and their leaders were going. They wanted to kill Jesus because they were jealous. He had the popularity of the people, just like uh, there some leaders in the world are popular with their country because they're humble. We
Mm.
had one of our greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln, was very humble. He served the people rather than serve himself. He was very unselfish and humble. He had humility. Okay, Kiet, can you read 21 through 25, please?
Yes. Jesus replied, I performed one miracle and you are all amazed. However, because Moses gave you the practice of uh,
Circumcision.
circumcision,
Hmm.
not that it came from Moses, but from their forefathers, you circumcise where the
Right? Circumcise.
where the breast uh, circum
The stress
the
circumcised.
yes,
Yeah.
circumcised.
Hmm.
Yes,
That's right.
a male child on the Sabbath. But if a male child is circumcised on the Sabbath, so that the law of Moses is not broken. Why are you angry with me? Because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath. Do not judge according to external appearance, but judge with proper judgment. Then some of the residents of Jerusalem began to say, "Isn't this the man they are trying to kill?"
Yep. Good. Very good. Do you have any questions about that portion that we just read?
No, no, I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Tung, could you read 21 through 25, please?
Yes. Jesus replied, I performed one miracle and you are all amazed. However, because Moses gives you the practice of circumcision,
Circumcision. Hmm.
circumcision, not that it came from Moses, but from the forefathers, you circumcise a male child on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
But if a male child is circumcised on the Sabbath so that the law of Moses is not broken, why are you angry with me? Because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath. Do not judge according to external appearance, but judge with proper judgment. Then some of the residents of Jerusalem began to say, Isn't this the man they are trying to kill?
Yep. Good. Very
Yeah,
good.
I have a question.
Yes.
How can you explain the Sabbath is a day?
Yes. The Sabbath, that was the Jewish day of rest, which was Saturday. They worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but they didn't work on Saturday. That was their Sabbath. That was their holy day, the one day of a week that was a holy day. To we Christians, we celebrate our holy day of the week on Sunday because that was the day that Jesus rose from the dead. Later on, in the last part of this story of John, we're going to read about Jesus' death and that he rose again on Sunday, the first day of the week. And so we Christians, we worship God on Sunday from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
We don't worship on the old Jewish Sabbath because that's a Jewish holy day and we don't celebrate Jewish holy days.
Yes.
And the one day of the week that we celebrate Jesus' resurrection is on Sunday. And we Christians all celebrate the birth and the resurrection of Jesus every day. We like to have every day be holy, that every day counts for to God. Every day that we are alive is a gift from God. And we believe every day is holy, every day is a gift from God. And our lives are gifts from God. So we value our lives. And Uncle Morris Bachmo and I believe that a true Christian should not kill other people. So when I was drafted, I was made to serve in the military during the Vietnam War. I told the government I would not kill and I would not carry a gun
Mm-hmm.
because a true Christian does not believe in killing. And so we would not kill in a war. Christian boys become doctors and medics to try to save lives. But Christian boys do not carry a gun in battle because we cannot kill. It's against our conscience. But every day. So, okay. Very good. Okay, well, I'll read on from 20, let's see, got 26 through 30 here will be the next section I'll read. Yet here he is speaking publicly, and they are saying nothing to him. Do the rulers really know that this man is the Christ? The Christ is the Son of God. But we know where this man comes from. Well, he was born in Bethlehem, so they knew he came from Bethlehem. So they thought he can't be the Son of God because the Son of God will come from heaven. But Jesus did come down from heaven and was born in a human body, but they didn't know that. But we know where this man comes from. Whenever the Christ comes, that means the Son of God, no one will know where he comes from. Then Jesus, while teaching in the temple courts, cried out, "You both know me and know where I come from, and I have not, I, and you know, both know me and know where I come from, and I have not come on my own initiative." In other words, my own will. But the one who sent me, that's God, is true. You do not know him, but I know him because I have come from him and he sent me. So then they tried to seize him, that's to take him to arrest him, but no one laid a hand on him because his time had not yet come. So it wasn't the time for them to kill him yet. He still had more to do, more to preach. Okay, Tung, could you read 26 through 30, please?
Yes. Yes, here he is speaking publicly, and they are saying nothing to him. Do the rulers really know that this man is the Christ? But we know where this man comes from. Whenever the Christ comes, no one will know where he comes from. Then Jesus, while teaching in the temple courts, cried out, "You both know me and know where I come from, and I have not come on my own initiative.
Initiative. My own will.
In my own
Initiative. That,
initiative."
yes, initiative. That's a difficult word to pronounce.
Yes. But the one who sent me is true. You do not know him, but I know him because I have come from him, and he sent me. So then they tried to seize Jesus, but no one laid a hand on him because his time had not yet come. Yet many of the crowd believed in him and said, "Whenever the Christ comes, he won't perform more miraculous signs than this man did, will he?"
Yep. Okay. All right. Now, Kiet, can you read 26 through 30, please?
Yeah, yes. Yet here he is speaking publicly, and they are saying nothing to him. Do the rulers really know that this man is the Christ? But we know where this man comes from. Whenever the Christ comes, no one will know where he comes from. Um, then Jesus while teaching in the temple courts, cried out, "You both know me and know where I come from, and I have not come on my own initiative.
Initiative. Yes.
Initiative. But,
Yes.
but the one who sent me is true. You do not know him, but I know him, because I have come from him, and he sent me." So then they tried to seize Jesus, but no one laid a hand on him, because his time had not yet come.
Okay, good.
Okay.
We'll stop there with 30.
Mhm.
And then next week, we're going to go ahead and read the rest of this chapter of John 7.